If you're Stefon Diggs, what do you tell Mike Vrabel? I've kind of wondered about that. That's Bert Breer, by the way, of course. You know Bert. Bert saying tremendous, exemplary work ethic from the player. So that's never really the concern.
No.
He's never a guy who's going to quit or be lazy on you in terms of getting ready for something. But this phone call, right? We've heard this brought up a few times. And Mike Vrabel himself even said he had spoken to Stefon Diggs. If you're Diggs, what do you tell him? What do you say?
I screwed up letting myself be filmed. And I was not partaking of the drugs. If they were drugs. We don't know what it was.
I wouldn't even say they were drugs.
No, I wouldn't either. But, like, what do you say? I don't know. Like, the head coach calls you and say, hey, what's in the bag? What are you doing? What do we talk about? Smart choices, right? Smart choices. You're being filmed. Like, regardless of what's in that bag, I would say 98% of the people assume it's something not good. Right? I don't think he's passing out gum. He didn't say, hey, don't do it all. Don't take all the gum. I got bad breath. I just know Vrabel's so adamant on changing the culture here. And he's trying to establish that base. Moving forward. And he's a former player. He's played with bad guys. And I'm not saying he thinks he's a bad guy. Vrabel said at the beginning when he got hired, you can't have all angels. 53 guys. You can't. You're going to have some bad guys, some a-holes you got to deal with. But can they play? This kid can play. He is a gamer. Just watch some of the Instagram videos of him making the cuts. Like, he's jamming that knee into the turf. He's testing both. Like, he's close, which is crazy considering when he had it done. Going back to what? Beginning of last November, right? Like, he may be ready to go week 1. I just think when you're around your teammates, when you're around your guys, when you're around your coaches, when you're around your team, you probably don't get put in compromising situations as much as you are when you're out on your own or elsewhere. Like the optics of it, he was never going to practice. This wasn't about him coming here to practice a week ago. I would say that the new coaching staff with Mike Vrabel and the staff that he's hired, that these OTAs are extremely important for the quarterback, for the communication, for the left tackle that you drafted in the first round, for the guys you went out and signed. Morgan Moses, for him. For your center, Bradbury. I'm sure they'd love to have him in meetings. They're just to be there. Be there with the guys. Be there with the receivers. Establish that relationship. The receivers are going to love him. Like, they would eat him up. Like, I've been around it. Every diva we had, whether it was Terry Glenn, whether it was Irving Fryer back in the day, whether it was Rondé Gatson down there in Miami, and Tony Martin and them, like, you love those guys because they had swagger. This guy's got swagger. Like McCone, you brought it up the other day. You finally got one of these type of popular guys. Like, you got to deal with some of this stuff. The TO types. It's comes with the territory a little bit. Ocho Cinco. He's a confident kid. He's brash. He'll bring some swagger to your offense. You need it. You need it badly. Your quarterback needs it. And again, when you break the huddle, what number is he wearing here? 14?
8.
I thought it was 8.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, 8. Okay, because I see so many different numbers from all the different jerseys he's had.
Yeah.
When he breaks the huddle, he sets coverage. Right now, when you break the huddle, nobody sets coverage. Nobody. Not even Hunter Henry. You'll see strength at tight end and where the formation strength is going to be. But, if you're in one-man robber, and you've got that number 1 corner, he's standing over the football looking for number 8. And he's just staring. We've seen it with Stephon Gilmore. What's he do? Stands and stares. Ty Law did the same thing. I got him. They'll follow that guy around. And Josh will be able to use that to help the offense.
So to reiterate what you've said, you are against the Patriots doing this, getting rid of the player.
Oh, hell yeah. I'd keep him. I said it last week. I'd keep him.
Mm-hmm.
You need him.
If you cut him, what improvements, other than the rookie class, which is still a question mark in terms of what you're going to get from them,
yes,
how did you improve the offense? Right tackle? Morgan Moses? That's it?
Yeah.
That's weaponizing the offense for
got
Drake May in year 2?
Right tackle.
Yeah. That's not good enough.
No, it isn't.
I mean, you got Bradbury center. David Andrews is retiring today. The hell of a career he's had. We'll talk about that another time.
Yeah, that's the upgrade. You went from having a guy who had never played center to a guy who graded out as a bad center a year ago. guy who knows how to play the position, is not inexperienced, but had a bad season. So you upgraded from guys who have never played center to one that was bad last season and his team didn't want him anymore, and then you signed a right tackle. Those would be the moves outside of the draft class. Yep. Which if you've got a bank on to turn your team into a winner, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's a tough road to doing it.
I mean, what are you expecting out of Mac Hollins?
A serviceable depth piece in the receiving core and a guy who's good for the room and things like that.
It's like Bourne. So you got like two of the same.
Yeah.
So you need that dynamic thing to offset that. It's called a Z, a move guy.
So we'll see how it plays out. But apparently this physical for Stefon Diggs is a big part about whether or not he gets paid and whether or not the Patriots choose to exit the contract.
I thought it was interesting what Bert said about it. It's what he tells Vrabel. Like, don't lie to him. Shut up and serve blow. What?
So it's
what?
That was a Lenny Clark joke from years ago.
Jesus.
But again, if I'm Diggs, what do I say to the coach? Coach, you know what? I was just having a good time.
Coach, I was having fun on the boat.
Sorry,
I'm down here. I'm rehabbing. I'm busting my ass.
I'm sorry there were videos.
Can't wait to get back up there.
That's it. I'm sorry there was a video. That's it. I don't want to get into it. I'm sorry there was a video. I'm sorry I put you in a bad light. I'm sorry that you had to answer those questions.
Yeah, maybe he said that. I hope he
I'll
said
do my
that.
best to not let that
That'd be
happen.
great if he said that.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't give him anything more. And I just would say, what does Mike Vrabel expect the guy to tell him? What does he expect? What's he looking for? How truthful he is with Mike Vrabel. Like what? Like he's some sort of investigator?
No, it's just don't lie to me.
Lie to him about what?
I don't know. Like that's Bert's point. Like this, he said this is
What was in the bag? Well, nothing. Pop rocks, coach.
chiclets.
Yeah.
No, you know what I would say? I'd say, well, nothing that I took, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Drug
So
test me
that's-
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nothing
I'd say
that I had anything to do with. I wouldn't say drug test because then that indicates it was drugs. Nothing that I took. It was a prop for a video. Right? How truthful you are with me. Like, what are you, my dad? You know, what is this?
X gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you.
But that's how they'll get out of it. If they wanted to cut him, they wouldn't do it last week. They're going to wait for the physical to get out of the money. So now we have to wait for him to pass his physical to know whether or not they wanted to cut him. And it very clearly outlines why it would be on the table, but not yet happening. And maybe it's floated as a way to try and get the player to stop doing that.
There you go.
Hey, it's on the table. And hey, here's a copy of the contract for you to look through, Mike Florio. Pay attention to paragraph 26. Now the whole world knows what's in his contract.
Hey, if that's a way to motivate the player, I'm fine. I just think if you actually followed through on that type of decision, there are a lot of agents and players looking at the organization sideways across the NFL.
Kidding. No kidding. If they decide to fail him on the physical, do you think any agent is going to trust Mike Vrabel in a negotiation moving forward? He's going to say nope.
No, based on how he looks too, like he doesn't look like he's going to fill any physical.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Imagine that like 2 months from now when it's really healed.
So Mike Vrabel will, as I told you, it would look bad for other players wanting to play in New England, as I said last week. But really, that's by way of their agents who will be telling their players, too, you don't want to deal with these guys.
Yeah.
They'll try and get out of a deal with you overnight. You could go from being their best wide receiver signing in free agency in a very long time to being gone overnight because they don't like what you put on Instagram. So you don't want to deal with these guys. Plus, it's New England. They suck. They don't win. Right? I mean, that's what they would be telling their guys today. If that happened today, that's what they would be saying.
It's a tough sell.
Yeah, bad program. They lose a lot. Yeah, Brady and Belichick are long gone. It's not the same place anymore. That's what they're already saying, guys.
Yes.
That's already the sort of reputation of New England. And with players, they hate the weather. They don't like living here. What?
It's not that bad. The weather's not that bad.
I mean, you and I say that, but
I know that. Yeah.
you know.
Wait, to play Miami or Arizona, it's different. Yeah, or LA. Yeah. I get it.
One player told us recently this very thing. Players hate the weather here. They do. So
It was a mild winter.
Well, that's why you go to Miami and do drugs on a boat in the
that's
offseason.
right. That's why you are down there, captaining the ship. Ahoy! We've been together
throwback
too
fun
long,
dip.
haven't we?
Every thug need a lady.
Okay, you got to stop doing that. Then.
That's what
Please.
was playing. That's what was playing.
No, it was not. It was a different song.
You sure?
I think it was. I think it was a different Ja Rule track.
Huh.
Wasn't it?
Oh, I'll check during the break.
Cue it up, T-Bone. You got it there? No? We'll work.
There you go.
We'll work. Stefon Diggs is in Foxborough. Josh McDaniels, a short time ago, said some positive things about Diggs. And then Diggs appeared on the practice field, and it appears he is taking part in whatever it is going on there today. He's got the shell on. He's got his helmet on.
He's buttoned up. He's got his mouthpiece. No knee brace. He's taped up. Ankles are taped. And he jogs out like not an issue. What I tell you, like during the break, I said, look, he looks ready to go.
Can I ask you?
I know he's still got a couple months.
The
but,
obvious
What's
question
that?
here.
Yeah.
If he's out on the field, that means he passed the physical. They're not putting him on the field without the physical.
That's a great point.
Physical's done.
That's a great point.
Did he come here and have it? Did he push them to give him the physical? Hey, I'm ready.
Or did they?
I don't even need a knee brace, guys. I'm ready to go practice today. Let's do it. Look at how well he's moving.
Jesus.
It's unbelievable.
Again, he's a little dude, so like these guys bounce back quicker. I know that. Yeah, not a big 320-pound guy. Yeah, so it's. But Jesus, man. Torn ACL, moving like that. We're seeing, obviously, video here of camp.
You couldn't possibly fail him on a physical on this.
No. Yeah, that type of money and commitment, you're not sticking him out there without taking a physical, right?
Right. So there you go. It's over. It's over. He's here.
What McDaniels exactly say? It's good to have him in the building.
Yeah. And we'll play it again for you if you missed
please.
it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you were in here the
I had
first
some
time.
issues in there.
Yeah, you had some issues getting into the studio again.
My card does not work again, but here it is.
Sorry, wrong clip.
Wrong clip. We're looking for Josh McDaniels, Patriots offensive coordinator.
You do know the origination.
No, again, that's not it. T-Bone.
He's here today, and we're excited to have an opportunity to work with the guys that are out here and available to us. So I know he's staying up on the information and the material. And there's so many things and opportunities for us to teach all our guys going forward between the rest of the practices here in the spring and then going into the summer and the many days we have before we actually kick the ball off in September. So I'm not concerned about Steph in that regard.
It's that same thing Vrabel said. Coach the guys up that are here. It's good to have him here. How about keeping up with it, though? What's going to benefit him is the fact that he had Dayball in Buffalo. Same terminology. So it's second nature to him, which will help him. That's good. Less thinking, more playing. Just go play.
So it's good news. Good news on all fronts as it relates to Steph Diggs. I think we should all consider it a closed matter.